Hi guys, welcome back to the Library of Alexandria. And today guys, today is going to be my July TBR. So this isn't going to be super long. A couple of them are books that I've had on here before. Most of them are books that I had on here before, question mark? I don't know. I remember the days where I had like 8, 9, 10 things on my freaking TBR. Like, I'm going to get to that many things. Oh, what a dreamer ye used to be. So anyway, without wasting any more time,
Let's get down to business.
here are the things I'm going to read in July. So I'm kind of going to do these in order. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to all of these because at the end of July, I am taking some kids to the National Junior Classical League competition, which is a week long. So the entire last week of July, I will be in Louisiana at this convention. And usually when I'm with my students, I don't have a ton of time to read. I might read at night, like when I'm alone. But I tend to talk to my students otherwise. So we'll see how much downtime I have there. So I may not have a ton of time. So I am putting these in order of priority, the ones that I'm definitely going to read all the way down to the, if it's at the bottom, hopefully I can get to it. So whatever. So the top priority, even above my read-along read, is going to be Boosh, The God Is Not Willing by Steven Erikson. I had this on my March TBR. I'm supposed to read this so that I can have a discussion with Jimmy and Joanna, which we planned in March, and I just keep pushing it back, and if I don't prioritize it, I'm going to push it back again. So I'm going to read this first. Before anything, this is book 1 in the Witness trilogy. Takes place like 10 years after the main 10. I don't know. Anyway, I've been told I'm going to like this. This is only like 400 something pages as opposed to 1,200. If it's 1,200, it's not going to get read. But, there you go. So, I'm definitely going to read this. This one you've seen before. Next, again, this was on my June TBR. It's now moved to July. The Shadow Throne, book 2 of the Shadow Campaign. So, it's the second non-new book. I got behind to where I read book 1, like at the beginning of June. And I just didn't have time to read this one, so I'm going to read this at the beginning of July. So, kind of holding over the read-along. I'm not going to start book 3 in July. Read-along for book 3 is going to be in August. So, yeah, continuation of the Shadow Campaigns, which people are really liking, which I enjoy. It's great flintlock fantasy. So if you are not yet in the read-along and want to join, there is still time. You have, you can read books 1 and 2 in 1 month. And the live show for this won't be till toward the end of the month or even beginning of August. So you definitely have time. So if I only read 2 books this month, it will be God Is Not Willing and The Shadow Throne for sure. Next up, this has also been on my list before, and that's Ravencry, book 2 of the Ravensmark series by Ed McDonald. I just re-listened to Blackwing on audio as a refresher, and it was good. It was really good on audio, but I'm glad that I read it physically. There's a lot of names and like terminology I wouldn't understand otherwise. It's so good. If you guys haven't read Blackwing and you like really fast-paced, kind of post-apocalyptic fantasy with some horror thrown in, like, it is good stuff. I liked it so much. I really hope I can get to this month. I think Leanna might be rereading it with me as well. This is her favorite of the trilogy. But yeah, I really hope I can get to this. I'm trying, like, July, I'm trying to dig myself out of this hole, so we will see if this happens. So, those 3, I'm pretty confident I can get to those 3. Here's the hopefully maybe pile. Next is going to be, this is one you have not seen, Boosh, My Beautiful Life by K.J. Parker. So every month, Zara and I read a K.J. Parker book. We only have one standalone novel left, and that is Savages, but I just don't have enough room for a novel currently. So we've been working our way through his novellas, and this is another standalone novella. He reuses a lot of names and places. It's hard to tell, like, there are a lot of similarities with Parker stuff, and it doesn't bother me because I like all the things that are similar. But this one is about a mom who has like 3 sons, and she's got to sell one of them, or else they're gonna like go hungry. And so she sells the oldest one, and then the oldest one ends up becoming this really powerful person, and it's told from the perspective of the nameless middle child. Parker does a lot with like nameless protagonists, which I don't love that. But here we go, another nameless protagonist. But again, 100-page novella. I love everything that Parker writes, even the things that I don't like even the novellas where I'm like, it was okay. It's still, streets ahead of a bunch of other things, like Pratchett. Even the Pratchett books I don't like, I'm still like, it's freaking Pratchett. So that's kind of how I feel with about KJ Parker. So I'm sure I'll like this, even if I don't love all of it. I'm sure I will love part of it, because I haven't really found a KJ Parker book yet that I haven't loved some portion of it. And then, it is my hope that I can get to Six of Crows. I'm going to try to read a chapter of this a day, because I think I can manage that, because the chapters are pretty short. That means it will take me longer than 1 month to read, because there are, how many chapters in this beastly thing? Acknowledgements. What is this font, lady? 46 chapters in this. So it'd take me a month and a half if I do that. But I am going to try to do that, mostly because, like, I really wish I could listen to this on audio, but I don't like listening to books I haven't read on audio that aren't historical fiction. Plus, I think people want me to do, like, a vlog of reading this. Is that true? If you want me to do a vlog of reading Six of Crows, let me know. But if that's the case, then I gotta check in after every chapter, every couple chapters, and I can't really do that with audio. I want to get through this because I'm tired of it hanging over my head. So maybe Six of Crows will be read this month. Come on, man. Come on, man. And then finally, and this is the most up in the air, but I hope I can get to it. And it kind of violates many things that I'm trying to go for this year, and especially stuff that I complain about myself. I really want a chance to talk to some of my friends about books, and so the one that I want to jump in on is with Philip Chase and Jimmy on the Wars of Light and Darkness, Light and Shadow, Light and Darkness, Wars of Light and Shadow, the Janie Wirtz novels. So Philip very kindly sent me the first 3 of these, because at ICFA, the conference we all met at back in March, they were there earlier than I was, and so Janie Wirtz gave them a copy of the whole series in hardback, and so Philip already had these, and he told me he would send them to me. This is a very long book. It's like 800 pages. The good thing is that it is paperback. Guys, you can say what you want about you love your floppy paperbacks. I know you do. And you love your hardbacks. That's fine. I read these so much faster than any other format. Any other format. I read Weird Sisters in 2.5 days, and it's 300 something pages, and I just tore through it. I read Shadow Campaigns, which is 600 pages. I read it in like 4 or 5 days. This format is just so much easier for me to read a lot of, and so I'm hoping that will help me through this. If so, I will be discussing this book with Jimmy and AP, and I think Joanna. Again, this is a big ask. With all the other things I have to read and everything going on this month, I'm not sure I can get to it. But I am going to try, because I'd like to be part of, I'd like to be part of something again. The real problem is I got to stop reading KJ Parker, because I'm the only one that reads him, and Zara. But Zara's moving, so I don't know. I need to find time to talk to Zara. But even then, like, more y'all need to read KJ Parker. I promise. When you read him, you will thank me. But who knows? At any rate, what are you guys reading in July? What are you looking most forward to reading in July? Just let me know down in the comments. Guys, that is all for me for this time. Hopefully I can dig myself out of this hole that I've been in, and then in August I can present you with a whole bunch of new books that you haven't seen on multiple TBRs. Glory be and the saints be praised. That's all for me for today, guys. As always, information about my Patreon and Discord is down in the description, and I'll see you next time, guys.